Hello everyone, welcome back to Fableheim and Iratus, Lord of the Dead. A very dreadful Christmas has reached its climax. So Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you and yours. If you have enjoyed the daily shenanigans, feel free to like the video and check to see if you're subscribed to the channel, because it does help the channel, both of those things. Today we claim victory over the video game, and I plan to do it in style. But before that, we of course must march to the surface and the final zone, the cemetery. Get ready for one of the greatest cinematics of all time.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Had to slaughter a couple thousand armored meat bags on my way here, but you know how it is. After all, how could I forget my beloved foes, Oh, I was thinking of having a little party to celebrate my victory, and I came here to hand out your invitations personally. You who once defied me and imprisoned me will now call me Master. Obey! What is the meaning of this?
You have done well. The potential for corruption lies in all life. And when it grows too great, only the Avatar of Death can provide the cure. This once noble order has become a poison for the soul and a blight upon the land. And now that it is gone, life can begin anew. Return to your grave, for your work here is done.
You aim to deny me my rightful kingdom?
Yours will be a kingdom of peace. Your name will be honored and feared until you are needed again. Take my offer, Necromancer, or resist. Your fate is already woven.
Fate? A necromancer knows much about fate. Would you like me to tell you what it is? Death. It is the inescapable end that awaits all mortals. Especially the sanctimonious idiots who presume to use me. I am nobody's puppet. I am the puppet master, and in death you will all dance upon my strings.
So be it. Let us witness the repeat of history.
That was the part that was added in the DLC. An unfamiliar power swept through the cemetery where heroes of old were laid to rest. The ground trembles in its wake as the souls of the exalted were called back from their repose. Together as one, a new army rose up against the arch-necromancer, unlike the corrupt mortals and beasts he has thus far faced. Hailing from a different age, returned in their prime, all the heroes of old have returned, myths and legends coming to stand side by side as the final bulwark against death. But even they might not withstand against Iratus and the power that he has attained, wearing both darkness and terror like a fine cloak as he treads upon the land. Fitting that it would all end on a grave, and as the stranger vanishes, only his words remain echoing in the necromancer's mind, further fueling the flame of his eternal ire. Welcome to the cemetery. And that bug there that removes the music when you're You're reading the thing there. The cemetery. Ah, what a great and final zone to end it all. This floor has... Delay. This floor has kind of a shared mechanic amongst all of its units. And that is the feature that whenever they die, they do something. The Hoplite, or as I would like to call him, the Dreaded Hoplite, will reduce the damage allies take by 10% whenever he dies. But he also has this permanent 100% redirection. Cowardice. So anything that's staying directly behind him will be redirected to him. And yeah, he can be a bit of a problem.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
Cowardice. You speak of justice. Of cowardice. How much do you have? I probably don't need to crit this, but we'll do it anyway.
Predestined.
Slurp. The healer will heal people when he dies. Both health and sanity. So you can't escape it in a dread build. It's also worth noting, the healer is terrifying. It may not seem like it, but his heal actually scales off his attack. So when he does, it's very rare, but when he does do his attack, it hits for a metric truckload.
One more for the stockpiles.
It is actually very spooky. Alright, well that was the first combat.
Towards my eternal kingdom.
Flawless, you may have noticed, gross, I hate that. You may have noticed that Stitches want to play, has taken on a bit of a Nurglite appearance, because he is now representing the Xmas lights, Christmas lights. And, I thought it'd be funny for the final floor. Really no other reason. I'm probably still going to refer to him as Stitches. But, okay. As for our Talento, I think we're just going to grab Stoke the Flames, and I don't think we need anything else. There's no passives here or anything. If you're doing a damage build, it's always fun to, like, cap it off with Rain of Gore for a bonus damage stack, but we're not. Go ahead and upgrade Kasogtha. Is it time, team? It is. We'll finally cap out her initiative. There we go. Alright, so, the third floor. Oh, and before we talk about that, everyone has fully stacked the spear, but we're still working on the chainmail. So I do have the chainmail equipped still, even though Stitches doesn't need any, to increase our health for all of our friends, and hopefully we can get that going. We can go ahead and grab these Digger Souls, which will be used to upgrade our parts. And we now get to choose our path. So for the final floor, we are pretty much set in our build. We have all the cool stuff, we have all of our tricks, we have all of our traps. So in my opinion, my not so humble opinion, we can approach this in a couple of ways. One, we can run down Digger Souls to make sure everyone is fully upgraded, although I feel like we're mostly upgraded. Two, we can prioritize experience for our minions to get them as high as possible, as high a level as possible, to take on the final boss, who never changes. I know exactly what awaits us here at the end. Three, we can Gamba. And we can Gamba either through both sacrificial altars and through quests. I remember like 2 of the quests here, and I get them every single time I try, and it demoralizes me. So I don't know how I feel about quest hunting, but I do see quite a lot of sacks, and I do have new names for the Kirvets list. Are we gambling? You know, running it down mid actually does have quite a lot of everything. Like a little bit of everything that I want, so I think we're actually just going to run it down. Also, this is a terrible zigging and zagging map. So, alright, I pulled up the list. Let's run it down. I foresee little to no complication.
Death.
Kasogtha rolled maximum initiative, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. And in case you're curious, for the dreaded Hoplite, the redirect does redirect from a redirect. So you can play...
Savor these last few heartbeats.
Can and will play, leapfrog with the redirects. Miss me. Miss me. Oh, 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 oh. So I should try and not suck here. Because, of course, Stitches. The festively flavored Stitches does have full stacks. So I think we're just going to keep spamming useless things. Unless we need his great power. Which I doubt, but you never know. You're great. And terrible. I can remember how this quote goes.
Extinction of life.
I know you will use your great and terrible power. I'm just going to suck him. I don't want him to kill Eternal Death out of nowhere. I don't think he'd kill him, but he would do quite a lot.
Mop up the gore. I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
So there was a question about the weird mandolin. I have never used this ability before, and honestly, I don't plan to start now. But this can put all enemies to sleep, and they skip their turn until they are attacked. But there's a way around that to keep hitting them without actually breaking that.
I embrace this fury.
Which is an amusing thought. Alright, because we have reached this stage of the game, we don't need more talents for Iratus. We are going to be sacrificing Bone Daddies. But of course, Kirovets takes many wild forms. Kirovets the Great shall be our first one, sacrificed today. And because of the naming, he's going to give me something great. It's okay.
It embellishes my
undead
features.
features. No. Oh, we have an Amazon. Wow, this is an early Amazon. I think she gets spotted. We have to FOD whichever is behind the hoplite, unfortunately. I will not be able to reach the healer with the Inferno, so we can just... I should have waited, though, in case of the stance. But we don't move. That is most unfortunate. Can I kill? Whenever a minion moves. We don't do any of that. Hopeless Carlis. Well, we can fight again. That seems completely unnecessary, but we can. Missed me, missed me, missed me. Okay.
Become part of the breathless tide.
Oh. Not quite. I believe this bitch gives accuracy. Oh, double kill. The Amazon is, I believe, the only character in the game that can get to 200%.
My will is a tide that will wash away your pathetic civilization.
200% accuracy, that is. This might be a little spoilery. She's at 181. What is your elite variant at? 188. I guess it depends on the difficulty. Alright, so from here, I wanted to go left. To the left. To the left. Because we will hit a steal, which is nice. And then, of course, the sack altar for Gamba. Into a quest, into sack altar. Into sack altar. We do a lot of unnecessary things, but I feel like every path has unnecessary things, you know? They're just littered about. It's disgusting. And I think the maximum quest we can get is 2. Which is sad. Yeah. It's going left. So I think we just run it down. We need to go this way first. We're going to get pretty much all... Do I want something here? I don't think so. Philosopher's Stone? Eh. We can get the heart in case we... Ooh, double Amazon. In case something happens, which I doubt it will. I really like...
Death.
I really enjoy Eternal Death items. The Essence of Mind is always just a fantastic pickup. Yeah, this is a pretty good example of...
Perish!
You're never truly safe with an evasion build. There are counters. Not a lot of counters, mind you, but there are counters. Maybe I should have crit there. We need to suck. We'll just delay.
Give them no mercy.
I am shocked that killed. I don't know. You can go. I was going to say that might still kill, and I will be infuriated if it does. The amount of damage doesn't matter when they're at 0. Just need some damage.
Mine is the winning side.
Yeah, you should have joined me. It's not like your heroes raised from the dead with the specific and sole purpose of ending me. What's up with that? Did I not find this either in my part run? Wow.
Ah, I can use this.
That is something. Fabe, why are you upgrading Kasogtha? Don't worry about it. Don't worry. No worry, man. We'll get health with the stitches. There is one evasive character here. I suppose we can get accuracy on Mrs. Claus. Again, her damage value is irrelevant. She just needs to connect. So, we can do that. There's a Viking. The Viking is, as you might imagine, a pure physical build.
Death.
So I'm not too bothered, honestly. I'm none too perturbed. It will be annoying if this guy moves forward, though. I would dislike that. Look at that, we're full mana again. Betrayal.
Ooh, I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
And weakness. Wow. You rolled a 25%. I am proud of you. Mostly, kind of. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? That was a natural crit. Oh, I don't like all remaining strength. Permission to suck? Granted. Oh, right. Wondrous mixture. I misclicked.
Strength through pain.
That is unfortunate. But thankfully, the wondrous mixture is gone. Just lay here.
Your frail bodies fail you.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Stay away from death. No. Okay. Double damage received. I might not be able to suck here. And I most certainly should not have done that. Well, let's just heal sanity.
End of magic.
That's what I meant to do earlier. The best spell in the game, of course. There we go. Get rid of him.
You know, if this keeps up, I'll be done purging the world ahead of schedule.
We're at 7, 8, and 7. Okay. We're getting there. As I said, we're running it down mid. Unfortunately, we do have to tap this grave. A fallen Dhampir is really all I will take, I suppose. Boo. Boo. Super boo. It'll be okay, right? Surely. Alright. Now look. Normally, I would FOD this bitch. Beginning of the next turn deals damage to all minions. Okay, we're gonna go against my my better judgment here. Everyone say hello. To my least favorite creature. The monk. The foul demon. The devil born from the bleakest womb. Oh, nice. I guess we could just do this. She cannot be moved. Fair enough. No, you know, that makes sense. Sorry. The monk is the evasive character I mentioned earlier. He, once the game will catch up here, he has 52% evasion baseline, but he can get even more with a self buff, and when he attacks, he ignores all armor, resistance, block, and ward. So he's basically like the Monster Slayer. Thankfully, he attacked Eternal Death, who's immune on turn 1. But beside that... Oh, pain. We're slurping, right? So we can Eternal Death here.
Blood and vigor.
Or, excuse me, Battle Eternal here. I'm just going to slurp him. It's not worth dealing with him.
This is my kind of entertainment.
Alright. Thank you. Oh, we got the Archmage Ribs anyway. Fair enough. Is there actually a good place to put my points? Not really. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
Ooh, this will do nicely.
I have an idea. I have an idea! It's a book. You could also go for basically having every artifact. I'll take the book, it's fine.
It embellishes my undead features.
Alright, Kasogtha is fully upgraded. Whatever points we get, we'll just go into luck now. Stitches of the Christmas variety has over 200 HP. I am proud of you. We'll max out Vigor for Eternal Death as well. This is kind of like the only defense you have against the monks. And we may see what I fear most. We'll see. We may see the quadruple monk. It haunts my dreams. But it may be a reality. Okay. There's one monk here. There's also an adept who quite surprises me sometimes. Like, typically, What do? I typically ignore the adepts, but on higher difficulties, he can really surprise you. Really come out of nowhere with his DPS.
Now that's
unfortunate.
gonna leave a mark.
You tried. You tried. I really want to slurp the monk, but I believe we can kill him naturally. I believe. I hope. Panic!
Good.
Weakness!
More materials.
I didn't think it would be this
easy.
Oh, not quite. There we go. Again, I don't think that actually counts when I kill one of them incidentally. Like, they take damage from the crits. The fear. Ow. I don't need to Eternal Death for this.
As worthless as you were in life, you
will be worth something.
in death.
Delay. Eco misses Claws. Alright. We get his necromancy power.
Double outcome.
Or distill this health back if we so desire. I got another book!
Fetching.
Another one! Okay.
I can't wait to try this out.
Oh. That's not what I wanted. It's pointless. Worthless. Don't look at it. Okay, we're gonna get experience for our minions. Bring them to ever greater levels. Double monk. Why? Why? How must you do this? You have to follow that one because it's being redirected to the hoplite. And then you delay. Then you delay. Well, that is unfortunate.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Oh, great, Berserk. Just what I wanted. You son of a bitch. I forgot he could do that, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna stuck. I missed! That was! Saving grace, if there is any. Hold on, I'm trying to think of an excuse. Oh, fiddly fudge. Can you attack from any position? It's probably not worth...
My kingdom comes.
Oh, come on, you couldn't kill there?
Fading light.
Fantastic. Alright, we got rid of the monks. I forgot they could purge. Like, I legitimately forgot they could do that. But we made it. We did it. No more pain. Only suffering. Weakness. Come on, you can do it.
It would be this easy.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Alright. Mrs. Claus is fully stacked. Eternal Death is 1 away. And Kasagda is 2 away. So we'll have to focus on that as we move forward. I think we're just waiting for the final Vigor upgrade for Stitches of the Christmas variety. And I think we'll go for accuracy for Mrs. Claus to make sure she never misses. Alright, we have what I wanted.
And so my dark powers return to me.
For no reason in particular, Iratus receives 50 spell power if there are 2 or fewer minions left on the battlefield. This is a special tool that'll help us later. Aside from that, I mean, maybe we can just get this for the sake of saying we completed the magic dream. Not really relevant to me. Alright, next on the list is Kit of Vets. Caps. Can I not do this? Today I learned you can't put parentheses in the name. The name suggestion was Kit of Vets, and then in parentheses it said caps is mandatory, so I was just going to put caps in parentheses. To be silly. Alright. The Coward's Foot. Well.
Fetching.
Really? An elite monk? This has got to be a record for the amount of monks we're facing.
Death.
It has to be. Fantastic. I don't know why they have this propensity to attack Eternal Death on turn 1, but I'm for it. So we have the Ronin here. A Ronin is not a samurai. Don't move me, 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 you little fantastic. How did that... I don't know how it decided who gets moved, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Except for this. This matters. Hmm. Want to see me do it again? Babe, are you using your ult for the sole purpose of applying a debuff to trigger the stance? Yes, yes, I am. I'm glad you noticed. So the Ronin, before he dies a horrible and painful death, he is quite evasive when his feature triggers. Well, he gives evasion to the friends, but when he's left alone in battles, when he's the last one, he will act twice and deal 50% more damage. So he's not really scary in my experience until he's the last one.
Ooh, this one voided its bowels just as it
died. Perfect. Weakness. So I believe, are you done now? It's all the way at the bottom for some reason. You are! Wow, fantastic. So I believe we're waiting on weakness. That's me. Kusogtha is the last one, I think. Is it 8? Mrs. Claus is done, right? Yes, okay. Cool. Get up there.
Strength through pain.
I suppose I could have kept her in the back.
Ashes to ashes.
Dust to dust. I did that just so I could heal. If I kept Kusogtha in the back... Oh. Goodbye. She would have been able to use her single target.
Display for mortal kind.
Yeah. That's fine. It's whatever. We can upgrade our next part, and I think we'll cap out Stitches. Boom. 208 HP. Resistance for our boy. You can get 4 more, so we can get a 22 resistance. Not too shabby. Is this because of abilities? Yes. It's because of No Tomorrow. Good to know. Is there even an item I would want here? Sure.
A dark collecting.
Alright, we're going to the left. We're gonna have a quest. Give me a quest. Great. It's this one. While you are busy considering your next brilliant stratagem, your undead stumble upon a bunch of ragged, filthy humans. It takes mere seconds for you to realize that they were grave robbers, still trying to ply their trade despite the apocalyptic battle happening all around them. While you observe them with bemusement, they, likewise, spot your undead and quickly duck down into the crypt and bar the gates behind them. It might be a good idea to kill them and take anything they found, but, is it really worth your time? Sure, why not? No! Huh. Okay. Everyone say hello. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Bullshit. Everyone say hello to the construct of this floor.
Ah, your frail body.
The elite Justice. Now, the Justice has a fun little quirk in that she is immune to all buffs and debuffs, just like the Warden of the 3rd floor. No, 4th floor. While also being a construct, so she's immune to stress attacks and ignition. She is, without a doubt, the most infuriating opponent on this floor.
Death predestined.
And don't forget, we also don't want the Ronin to be last, so it's probably going to be the Justice.
This will be your end.
I could suck. I could. But there's no need. And let's not forget that we want to get... Ow.
This never gets old.
We want to give the kill to Kasogda. And the construct is usually the best way to try and... She's immunity buff, so I can't remove that. Right. Got it. The construct is usually the best way to do that, but I deal a whopping... Oh, I dealt 37 damage there. She's immunity buffs. A whopping 12. I deal 12 damage to this individual. Am I really getting the middle? Well, that's done, such as...
Ah, your frail bodies fail you.
She's immune to debuffs. I cannot stun her. Okay, well, that's fine. Your minions burst into the crypt and make short work of the grave robbers, finding among their remains a few curious trinkets that hold special powers. However, just as they were about to leave with your spoils, a bunch of risen heroes block off the only exit. You will need to fight your way out.
More for me.
Why must you do this? Why are we here? Just to suffer. Thank you for the mana. We'll focus on the humanoids.
Will overflow.
Oh, great. I'm immune on turn 1. Okay. Wow. That could have really sucked. We're not doing so hot on the whole giving Kasogda the kill thing. But that's still my objective.
So, this is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like? Pathetic.
I think he would have actually died. Maybe that was a misplay. We should have waited and attacked the Justice, because he would have committed seppuku. The all remaining strain, because it procs at the start of the turn. A lot like that. Okay. Oh, right.
Blood and vigor. Toss them in with the rest.
Yeah, a lot like that. Oh wow, Kasogda can use all of her skills in the third position. That's fun. 22. Oh no, that was 15, excuse me. 15. It seems rather reliable. So again, the Justice, as far as I'm aware, the only way to remove her resistance would be to have the Lich Cloud. Okay, that was rude. I'm gonna suck you. I don't know if I can line up the kill here, dealing 15 damage at a time. We could try. Oh, fantastic. Rude. So rude. Hey! Unbelievable.
As your suffering ends,
Your service begins. Sacrificial stone, huh? An unfortunate encounter, but one you have managed to navigate. After gathering all the remains, you hope the gains here were worth the effort. They were not. One terrifying visage? One? Robbed. Robbed. I have been robbed. The only thing left for Kusar to level up is luck, so we'll just be spamming it. 4 Stitches, who still wants to play. 3 more resistance level ups for Eternal Death. And Mrs. Claus can get some accuracy. I don't know.
Spells, hexes, curses, all are at my command.
So the fun thing about the Blood Curse is that this makes it so the target enemy will lose luck, and more luck based on your spell power. So right now it's something like 64, maybe. And if they escape, so if they run away, Iratus will receive a vampire after winning the battle. This is how you unlock the vampire to craft. I believe you have to do this 3 times. Sounds right. Show me my low-level brains.
Behold my work.
Okay, there is still a monk, but there is no justice, so... Is that better? Maybe. Also, that might have been the worst payout ever. I have no mana. I am manaless. Everything is wards. Life is suffering. Why are we here?
End of magic.
Alright, this will have to do. Neither the Stomp nor this can miss, so we'll start with that. Begin working on the monk. Also, I suppose I should have done that first. So the healer would be afflicted by various diseases. There is Nirvana, or whatever. I got moved, so I was not punished, in fact. That's all remaining strength on a Plague Doctor. This is the first time we're seeing the Plague Doctor. When he dies, he removes all debuffs from friends, which is unfortunate, because that's, you know, kind of the plan. So maybe we'll try and kill him last. You said you'd kill me last. I lied.
Savor these last few heartbeats.
Though honestly, he might seppuku himself last. But he works like the Stormcaller in that he's building up charges to do stuff. Ow. Ow. We're going for it, team.
Death predestined.
I will reload if she dies, okay. As we'll say, if she dies, we're reloading.
Doom to all.
Nailed it. Oh, the shuffle. Shuffle almost got me, but it didn't. It almost did, but it didn't. 20 resistance. And of course we're going to have to distill a few times, but luckily we have a lot of low-level brains that we don't need.
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
Oh, hey. The next Kirvets. What wondrous thing shall Kirvet's Requiem give me? I just looked at the list and picked a random one. Purple Ecto and a stack of bones. Nice. It's a Kirvet that loves the Bone Daddy. Can't blame him. Why? Why are we here? Just to suffer. Justice, Monk, and Elite Plague Doctor. I mean, it could be worse.
Death.
But it could also be a hell of a lot better. Fuck, what is that? We should be fine. We should be fine. That's what I'm going with. Should be fine. Betrayal. Let's see if we can roll it this time.
Make them suffer.
Oh, remaining strength. Okay, good. That was one of the characters that could hit the back line. Annoying, but fine. Fantastic. Am I about to FOD this bitch again? This is a trap, right? Yeah. So we don't want to shuffle him. Best spell in the game. Get him, Mrs. Claus.
Extinction of life.
How the fuck? Permission to slurp? He's at 7 HP. Surely. Well, he skipped his turn, and we got betrayal, so. Crazy. Actually just crazy. Alright.
Maybe I'll craft this
one into furniture. The Justice has some mild obsession with the Dark Knight. I couldn't tell you what it is, but it's there. Slight misplay here.
Strength through pain.
I should have moved first, but move is so cheap that I don't think it matters. I rolled the stun, but she's immune, because of course she is. Okasogtha, are you... Well, you done now? Are we good? Fantastic. We can equip actual armor now. You love to see it. She lived at 3. I'm gonna stab you. Alrighty.
Soon this world will be mine.
This was a little easier when I just opened up by killing them. Okay, just to double check. Are we full spirits? 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Alrighty. What kind of armor do we want? I mean, enchanted clothing is always a safe bet.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me.
Unstable.
Well, even more than previously.
We want unstable on the approach to the boss. You know, Stitches, I noticed you missing a little bit. I don't like that. I don't think we can have that. 159 max accuracy for Mrs. Claus. I don't know what I want this to be. An orb? Okay, sure.
Take it as tribute.
It's an elite squad with no monks. I have been blessed. As you see, the sanity doll is always fun, but it really doesn't matter.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
We pretty much instantly drive them insane anyway. You know?
Death.
Thinking. We'll pop this first before we do anything, and then we'll decide where things... Lol, missed me. Wind up. Good? Less good? When attacked, retaliates against... Okay, no, fuck this. Oh. Against the attacking minion. Fuck. Ah. There we go. Somehow this has gotten very confusing.
One by one,
Life
vanishes from this world.
But that's okay. Life is often confusing.
Being born
Was your first
mistake.
opposing me?
Your last.
Miss me. Miss me. Oh, that brings me so much joy.
Take everything from those you defended.
I love the Spike 10. I remember I used to hate these items.
Sad display for
Mortal kind. My opinion was flipped upside down on Eternal Harvest 5 when it was, I believe it was the Salamander skin. Because of the Salamander skin, I killed the my arch nemesis. I guess I'm just saving for that. I would not have done it without that item. And so, naturally, I want to bring that to its apex in this very episode. A teaser. Really? What the? A teaser for what is to come. In mere moments. Is it even... Okay, sure. I'm just trying to think, is it even worth doing this? But we will. Their immunity buffs, it's not going to trigger. It's not worth doing it. That is crazy. Double Justice. I will say, it felt fantastic in...
Death predestined.
the last run, the birthday stream, to just insta-KO the Justices. They stood no chance against me. I guess we could suck.
The brave are an excellent source of fresh corpses.
We have our, we have our stacks, so we can kind of just do whatever we need to do to win. You know? They do have 140 accuracy, so it's pretty high. Of course. What's your evasion now? 42. So most likely the Dark Knight is still going to get bonked, but we're trying to keep him secret, keep him safe. It's me. It's me. Oh. That's 73 HP. Stare into the abyss and become a stronger, greater. All right. One down. Okay. Perhaps I should be happy that she's only dealing, what, 30-something damage when her attack is 55? It's the little things, you know? Our attack does scale with our armor, so...
You will soon embrace your new existence.
that is nice. Can you imagine if I went the other path? Oh, gross.
Another step towards my eternal kingdom.
Another crow paw, because I believe the other way here... Oh no, this is just more raw damage. Is it you then? Yeah, this one scales off of buffs and debuffs. Typically helpful. Currently, not helpful at all. Next. This is the final one. So, we're going to... Will this fit? We're going to say yes to Kiravets. That's so funny. Thank you for your honorable service for this run. And a Soul Lantern. A surprisingly good item, the Humble Soul Lantern.
It embellishes
My
my
undead
undead features.
The final battle, no justice, no monks, no bullshit.
Death.
Just healers. Cowardice. We'll go ahead and delay until we can remove your block of wood. How are these undead so powerful? That's a great question. Ah, the trap. There aren't many creations in the game that can remove that, but there are a couple. Did he really gain... Oh, right, he gains 2.
Death.
Predestined. Can't reach the one in the back, but it's okay.
I unleashed your power.
This guy should die. Soonish. Cowardice. Slurp.
One less annoyance in the world.
Magnifique. No amount of block and ward can save you. Hit Kasagta. And by hit, I mean miss. And take damage. Chunks. Well, we have a heal waiting for us, so that's fine. The final battle.
Up the gore. I'd hate to see plants
Using it as fertilizer. I got that dialogue so often this entire run. Full health, full mana. Let's, Oh. I can't quite get that luck. Unfortunate. We can get some more accuracy. Max it out at 149 for stitches of the Christmas variety. And Eternal Death. I think you want this, don't you? Can max out his resistance at 22. 22! That's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. And then Mrs. Claus. Luck? She can get a lot of luck. Holy crap. For our talento, we might as well finish off the magic tree with Conjure Shadows.
Hey, I want to show you a little magic trick.
This lets us conjure a basic Shade, Banshee, or Wraith until the end of battle. I have never used this before, but I might be able to this time. And then there's the Bone Spear, which is a physical attack to the first and second position.
A power from ancient times.
If you are doing a physical build, Bone Spear and Hail of Teeth can be super helpful for clearing out early block, but you could also just use the Ghoul. She's a pretty powerful minion. Alright, let us distill for bonus attack and defense.
It's no gold, but it will do.
And calcinate for bonus mana. Or excuse me, spell power.
Skeleton will clean up this mess later.
And talk a little bit about the final boss. Because you see, these are our foes. How could I forget my beloved foes? And they have many tricks up their sleeves. Now, because they share an HP pool, usually the easiest way to cheese this is to create the highest quality Cursed Flame Potion you can, which will deal 1%, or, you know, it gets a little better than this. We'd have to gamble pretty hard, it looks like, to get a high quality one. Yeah. At this rate, 3% of their Vigor Insanity to all 4 of them, and because they share an HP pool, that would be 12% of their Vigor Insanity just gone, with 1 potion. It's very strong. And of course, you can use things like the Scientist Mantle. Wherever it is. Right here. That's the Mistrobe. The Scientist Mantle right here to cast 2 potions. You have a ring that can refund you potions. That's my favorite way to kill them. It works with any build at any time. You just have to make it here, and then you can win with that. However, I have an idea. I was given a request And because the item fell into my lap, much like the spider mandibles and the crow paw fell into my lap, it seems only fair that I fulfill it with one final cheese. A great way to fight the boss legitimately is to armor check them, using the enchanted clothing and the talisman of power to just have a bunch of armor and negate most of the damage they're dealing, because they actually have a ton of actions. They're more of a quantity over quality type encounter. So if you have a team with a lot of armor, you can do this. We, unfortunately, only have one character with a lot of armor. So I thought, let's go the other direction. Why absorb their attacks if you can just never be attacked in the first place? We are going to YOLO solo the final boss of the video game, and pray it goes well. So, in order to do this, or I suppose the best way to do this, with our items, the Bloody Horn is fine. There's not really a weapon that helps us out more than this. The Shackles of War, I don't believe the boss can become inspired. In the same way they can't go insane, but it's not like there's a ring that I would really prefer. Like maybe some more spell power. That's maybe. We won't need Wrath. Yeah, it's like spell power is pretty much it. Which, that could be fine, but I'd rather just keep this in case. For our amulets, we don't need the Talisman of Power, so we're going to grab the Archmage Pendant.
It embellishes my undead features.
We could go for the Spirit Necklace, but I don't think we're going to need it, because Kasogtha is just the best. So we're going to grab this for more mana, because we will need to cast a lot of spells. And for our armor, I actually talked about this last episode, we'll be using the Mist Robes. What happens if you reach the evasion cap? Well, the way you ensure you get hit less is with reducing enemy accuracy. And this should affect the final boss as well. And you can't YOLO solo without the Boiling Blood. So for each unfilled squad slot, the minion receives 4 armor, 4 resistance, 14 attack, 14 dread, 4 evasion, and 6 accuracy. The number we're looking at here the most is evasion. This will give us 12 evasion. And we're going to put it over our class item. So, we're going to lose a bunch of initial evasion, but we will not be able to count on our block and ward because we will not be able to survival to restore it. So instead, what we're going to be counting on is we'll be using our trap for plus 35 evasion, which will give us 76 from our base evasion. And then we'll be adding 12 on top of that for 88. And then every turn we'll be giving 5 more. And I believe this cannot be removed because this is our feature. So we will reach 100% in just a couple of turns, 3, I believe, if I did the quick math correctly. Our damage is going to come from the spiked head. They are going to be attacking us, and they're not going to like it. They're going to realize the great horror that is the coiled one. Without wards into account, the math for this comes out to roughly 14 turns. But of course, we also have Inferno we can spam whenever we're not dropping down our cloud. So that's the cheese. I did make some healing potions in case we do need to heal, because we can still probably get hit by a few things. One of them is has a lot of accuracy, even with this robe. And we will probably have to spam to spell every single turn. So hopefully everything will be fine. But that's where this comes in. We'll be gaining 50 spell power because Kasogtha was the only one on the field. And, well, I just hope this cheese works out. My friends, thank you for sticking around to this point. It has been an honor and a pleasure. Let's see if I can do one final meme. The armies of the risen heroes lie broken and vanquished behind the arch necromancer and his shambling horde. Victory! So close, you can almost taste it. But as so often is the case, one last obstacle has manifested before him. An all too familiar obstacle. 4 faces, 4 sets of weapons drawn against him, forged and tempered to ensure his defeat. 4 exalted heroes of old come to battle their ancient enemy once more. History will indeed repeat itself on this day, but the outcome is not set in stone. The time has come for a brutal reckoning, and afterwards they will call him Master. I just realized I didn't use the temporary consumable. Welcome to the 4-hero encounter. So the way this works, each of these heroes share a linked health and sanity pool, and they all attack twice. They act twice in a turn, and each of them do something. So, for example, the Dwarven hero, after each miss, he will increase the accuracy of all heroes and buffs their damage by 5% until the end of combat, which is why this might be a little frisky. Might be a little risky, but we can debuff this as long as there is no more ward. And the head will strip his ward in 1 turn. That's great. The Paladin hero. Oh, he also ignores block. The Paladin hero, he doesn't have a special first feature. His second feature is that whenever a minion attacks his character, it is dealt 50% physical damage and interrupts stances. This makes it very hard for the Dark Knight to kind of function here at the end of all things. The Mage hero. He ignores ward, and he deals damage to a minion whenever it moves. And the Elven hero, who has the most accuracy, although right now it's only 119. She ignores armor and resistance. She is the only stipulation to armor checking this boss, but the other 3 can't overcome a sizable amount of armor. And she will deal damage to all minions every time Iratus casts a spell. We're going to start off with our Cloud, our Spectral Fog, and well, we want to cast a spell turn 1. We could summon a Shade, but I don't think we care. We could also FOD one of them. It is 5. It is 5 plus 8.40001% for bosses. Cool. So I meant to use the mana source in case you were curious. What I was going to use here. I was going to use the mana source for mana restoration. And of course that did not work out. Yeah, he's connecting with us, which is very unfortunate. They do have plus 30 accuracy. I guess we can roll, or we can pop Dispel already.
End of magic.
Okay, that just... Oh, that might actually just naturally connect. That really sucks if it does. Okay. We might not be able to make it here. It's a trap. I was really counting on... Oh. Ah! Okay, we can remove the resistance of
magic.
Or this buff from everyone but her. Alright, well. We should survive this turn, and then I can use the 70% heal
Carve open their husks.
What if the play... This guy has too much initiative. That's becoming the increasing problem here. And this buff. Holy shit, that buff is bad.
Rivers will run red.
We have to drop our potion here. Man, this just... this ward is killing me. Like, literally. I believe he cleanses himself. This sounds weird, but I feel like we still have a chance.
End of magic.
That does not help my chance, though. Yeah, this might be too much. Oh, no. Fuck.
Even a necromancer can suffer from the occasional bout of ill fortune.
So for the Wraith cheese, I believe it is wholly doable. However, I think you need 2 Wraiths. With 2 Wraiths, you can use the Phantom Cloves. You don't need the Boiling Blood, although you can do like a duo Boiling Blood combo. But because the survival can be used in the second position, you can just keep switching positions with block and ward to keep stacking it up. Although you will trigger someone's attack, it'll be fine. But by having 2 of them, especially if they both go first, one of them can strip their ward with Echoing Terror, and then Iratus can Dispel to remove the dwarf's buff. And the second one can, put down the trap or do whatever they want to do. So I think the play for the Wraith cheese is double Wraith. Okay, so something I didn't do until now is gambling. At Transmutation, you can gamble parts to make higher quality parts. I believe you could use any part, but I like to use the part I'm trying to make a higher quality for.
But it will do.
There we go. And we have good old Saint Nick. I'm going to try... I had one more Boiling Blood, so I figured I would try this one more time. But this time, I'm going to go with the armor check. So we're going to have 34 armor and resistance, because, well, let's be honest, these things are insane. Why is the Reaper that good? I couldn't tell you. Now, I do have a lot of dread stuff, but we have the Scythe, which we are probably going to have to use to restore our mana. The good old strat is to have the Essence of Mind and just Scythe things, because that can give you the full mana. We could also... Honestly, it might be better to have the Sharpened Bone. Oh, also, if we're going to armor check, we need to use different stuff.
Fetching.
We can Clothing and... Clothing and Power. And then for the ring, we probably just use this. And we'll source. I won't forget this time. Although, again, I think we just Sharpen Bone. Because the block and ward became a huge problem for us. Although I won't be able to spell. Dispelling doesn't matter. The idea is they can hit me all they want. They just won't be able to deal damage to me. So... I think it is the bone, though. The strategy won't work. Alright, we're just going to go bone. This will make it so our abilities ignore block and ward. And we're just going to kill them, ideally. That's the plan. I wish I had this, but this is just Pestilence repurposed. Although, honestly, I could have just made a new one. Oh well. And the reason to go Scythe of Life is because to heal this has to kill the target, which we will not be doing. We will not be killing anything here. Alright. Well. Round 2. All of our artifacts are correct, and I actually have the stuff equipped this time. If this fails... Well... We'll try it the official way. Partial base and potions. Alrighty. So, welcome to the fight. Because I ignore block and ward... Honestly, I could probably just battle Eternal then, huh? We won't be able to curse, so I think we just spam this out and have a great day. Yeah. Seems correct to me. We can even, not this one. We're going to want the buffs. Where do we want to put those? Probably here. Cool. So we can go Infectious Lunacy for more damage. We're going to get shots. And we're going to spam.
Give them no mercy.
Come on and spam. I cannot believe that did damage to me. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. Right. She is the condition. We're good for one more turn, right? I believe so. Alright. Yeah, see, Essence of Mind would have been great here, but if I had Essence of Mind, I wouldn't have, I'd have to deal with their block and ward. The idea would be that you FOD them every single turn, and then sight them. We battle Eternal next turn, I think.
Your frail bodies fail you.
I also have a 70% healing potion, so we probably just use that first. Oh, I should have used, I guess we should stoke the flames then, shouldn't we? Reduce our damage taken? Yeah. Needed to use some sort of potion. Actually, we'll just battle Eternal. We'll battle Eternal first, and then we'll use our potions while our mana is restoring. We're getting 15 every turn. So it's going to take me 4 to... Oh, I might not survive this, actually. It's always something. This fight was kind of built to counter everything. And, well, let's just say I did a pretty good job. Dispel is free for me. That's fun. This is true damage as well. Oh, boy. Yep.
Will run.
This would work, but I don't have enough healing potions. I made boo-boo. Damage received is reduced, huh?
Ooh, this will do nicely.
I should have done her, but whatever, it's fine. Is there a spell that helps me? I can take 30% less damage, or I can deal like 60% more damage. This costs all my mana, though. We have to save, I think. And I can crit for free, that's fun. Although then she hits me.
Let them weep.
Team, I think I am dead. Actually, I'm going to get one more round of Eternal Battle. Maybe I'm not dead. He's reducing my armor, which sucks.
Ooh, this
Will do nicely. So I'm healing a little bit. We will get around to another Battle Eternal. Dispel is free, so we can go ahead and cast. I will take damage, but it's better than losing my armor. What am I at right now? I think we're fine with this value.
Let them weep.
We just... The less actions the elf has, the better. I need to survive one more turn. Because we're going to be at 70. Or 65, rather. So next turn, I can do it. I'm out of potions. If I had just made more potions, we'd be fine.
There will still be enough left to reanimate.
Oh, just... Of course. Why would you not set me on fire now? I have 57 HP. That's going down. I have enough destruction that I'm not taking damage from the mage. I have to do this. It's over. It's not enough. If I had just made more potions, we would have it. But no. Babe was fine. I suppose was being the operative word is correct. I was fine. Alright. GG, bitch. Alfida Zane, goodbye. Saint Nick's final Hail Mary.
No obstacle of mine remains standing for long.
Future Fabe here. I think the YOLO Solo Reaper is perfectly doable. However, we did not obtain the components that I think are necessary. The Reaper obtains so much natural armor and resistance that I think he can just negate all of the damage the heroes do except for the elf. With maxed out armor and resistance and the enchanted clothing and the emblems of power, you're at 26 armor and resistance. That's enough. So the items I think you need are ironically not the YOLO Solo item, but the Sharpened Bone and the Vampire Fangs. We did not find the Vampire Fangs, but I believe the wording for them is that you heal for 15% of the damage dealt. So you'll deal less damage on the YOLO Solo item, but you'll deal enough that by hitting all 4 of them with your breath, you will still heal back the minimal damage you're taking every turn from the elf. And of course it helps if you make more potions. Fabe, I was this close to greatness! Look what you made me do. Can you believe this? Can you believe this?
Perfection takes time and proper ingredients.
They're gonna make me blast him in the ass.
Perfection takes
all
time
because of the elf.
Proper ingredients.
That's it. Strictly because of the elf, I'm gonna have to blast him. Alright, fine. I'll blast you. I will blast you so hard, you won't even know what blasted you. Full cheese. No more bullshit.
It
only death.
Is my undead features, no?
Boo. This is what it's come to. Part of it's my fault. Like I said, if I had made more potions, I could have survived through the turns, but I didn't think it would come to this. With the Science Mantle equipped, I can drop 2 potions at the same time. It goes through wards. The max level potion does 5% maximum stress and sanity, which of course is a lot.
This will do nicely.
That was it. This whole time. This is all I had to do. But I couldn't bring myself to do it. I wanted to do something different. It really doesn't matter what Eternal Death does. I suppose he could try and stance. Oh yeah, you can't do this in the first position, can you? Alright, whatever. So if you were trying this for real with Eternal Death, what you would do is you'd remove the Hero's Blood for the drop of Divinity, for sure. Fuck you.
Make them suffer.
Although it is cool being immune, you know, round 1, it really doesn't help you in the grand scheme of things. You deserve this.
Rivers will run red.
Hey look, it saved my potion. I'll be directing all of my attacks today on her. Oh. My soul is empty, my body is hollow. Mine too, bud. But I tried something fun. I suppose if anything we can learn from this, and the lesson is just make more potions. The spiked head really did grow on me, though. I enjoyed that. Alright. Well, friends, we should end this as we began. The great, big suck.
Butcher them.
GG.
My will is a tide that will wash away your pathetic civilizations.
And that's how to cheese the boss. Those potions are just way too strong against them. But it has never been changed. Probably because it doesn't really matter, let's all be honest. Those potions are... I don't think I've ever really had a use case for them outside of that boss. So even though Kasagtha herself perished in my meme-tastic attempt, she's still here in spirit. The Spiked Head did phenomenally this run. Big fan of it. Honestly, we might use it in more runs. Who knows? We'll see. I think some of the other characters I put this on, like the Banshee or the Shade, wants other items, but there's always something we could come up with. Stitches, my boy. Stitches want to play. Never died. He got a little close sometimes, but he never failed. He stood strong and made it to the end. Eternal Death is Death version 2, and he remains as powerful as he always has been. There's really nothing more to say. Great character. He can fit into almost any build. Almost. Not quite. Mrs. Claus, this is the combination of the gods. You can replace the Copal with the Ash of the Burner Witch. If you don't really care about constructs, like if you're a pure damage build, like with the Blood Phantasm, it's better to go Ashes and Crowpaw to bolster the Blood Phantasm. But I mean, you've seen the Spider Mandibles do its work. This is a classic build. This is actually my favorite build. Mrs. Claus is the goat, in fact, when these two pieces, three even, stumble into my lap. Well, we made it through another glorious series, bloodied and battered, because my cheeses didn't really work. I could have just healed through them, honestly. But, we made it. And now, we go collect our spoils. GG, team.
Well, that was quite fun, but it was merely an appetizer. You have stirred my anger, and I will come for you with an army beyond counting. Abandon all hope, ye who oppose me. For I am Iratus, Lord of the Dead.
Another glorious run in the pocket. Magnifique. It's always funny at the end of the cinematic to see the stranger looking over what he hath unleashed. In fact, there's still, I wouldn't say still rumors, we have not received an update, but a while ago there was a post that they were working on 2 different games. One was set in the Iratus universe. I believe they made sure to say it wasn't a continuation, like a sequel of Iratus, but it's set in the world of Iratus. And then the other one they didn't mention was like a large-scale fantasy game, and that turned out to be Might and Magic Olden Era. I imagine all of their attention on that, especially because Ubisoft has kind of gone under and is no longer the publisher for them. It's now Hidden Horse, I believe. So hopefully everything still goes well. That's slotted for release in 2026, and I imagine once it's released and out there and secure, we'll learn more about their other game, assuming it didn't get canned along the way, which is entirely possible. I would be very sad if it did, but hopefully it didn't, you know? Because I love this game. And if everything goes according to plan, we will be back next year for my 34th birthday. And that meme sentence, which may finally have to be the runaway little girl run. I don't know. I'm afraid of that. I don't think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be so sketch that it won't be fun. But we'll see. We will see. Thank you all for joining me on this lovely series. It's been a blast. It was inspired, of course, by one person asking me to play more. And then one other person asking about stress builds. Which I think we did okay. I don't normally start stress, and I wouldn't recommend it. But it worked out in the end. As all good things do. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Thank you for following the series. I do hope that you enjoyed. Feel free to let me know what you think of the scheduled daily releases. There will be some scheduling in the future, and this is kind of a test run of that to make sure I knew how it worked. There'll be a post about that in the future as well, whenever I feel like it. But thank you to patrons and the Channel Motorsport channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you'd like to stay up to date with anything happening on the channel, feel free to join the description down below. And I will see you in the next one. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.